I'm at the finishing stages of the Best Adventure Ever collection, and it is at this point that a variety of decisions have to be made in relation to the third stage of the project. The pieces are now at the stage where the design has made the point I want to make, and now I have to decide how far I want to take the embellishment and what it means to me in terms of the muse, who is, of course, the aforementioned superhero David Avocado Wolf. No scuffling at the back, please. The Best Adventure Ever and the next collection to come have cost a great deal of time, skill, acquisition, and money. Amassing the ingredients for the recipe often cost a lot more than the final dish merits. So now it is a case of deciding what point do I want to make and how much finesse does it require? Is it an insightful development on the best romance and best scandal ever stages of the artwork? What does it say about the muse, and do I need to do any further research because I still cannot bear it? How much more time do I want to put into it, and does the end result justify it? How practical is the proposed change in terms of making the item fit for purpose? As you can see, it takes a lot of thought. The artwork component, whilst important, is at this point still in a flirtatious, word game related and somewhat exuberant phase, which is great fun this time. In the past, it has either expressed the end of any possible attraction with the muse or a technical puzzle I have set myself in terms of getting the fuck over it. This time, older and wiser, it is more like laying a series of eggs, which become more elaborate the more confident I become. It was a source of some bemusement that after the initial blaze of pink on raw sex object, the wolf muse then took me into the third dimension. I've previously made random objects in other mediums, but to combine my breakage of the tension rules with my breakage of the grand carpet traditions in a complete abandonment of classical technique has been quite exciting. Do not ask me why, I have only so much insight into how this works. I've been quite pleased thus far in the bold simplicity and exploratory nature of the work. Aside from a couple of inevitable bits that irritate me, it's going very well, and this next series of pieces is a definite move forwards. Honey, I Made You an Icon, which will probably be saved for the cover of Best Adventure Ever, continues to devour the morning, whilst the others have introduced a few new problems. I still await some imported materials to finish them off, and in the meantime I look at them and think, if I go full force crazy on this, will the end justify the extra month of manipulating a piece which is telling me it's quite happy the way it is? Are there things I haven't considered which might cause further hold-ups? How does my proposed embellishment affect the overall statement? Although the pieces are obviously individual, I have become aware recently that I'm looking at the whole picture. Each piece matters considerably less than the pieces as a collection. Best Adventure Ever is a heavier book than the first two. So far we have gone from comic strip to soap opera, and I think the artwork probably follows the same path. With continued focus and work, we should get to a level I can feel comfortable with in a year or 4. I'm saying only today, thank goodness I didn't find him at a different point in my life, because my response would have been very different. It takes a long time to appreciate yourself. It takes even longer to develop the confidence required to sustain a prolonged process of self-development in the form of a self-absorbed, abstract romantic adventure, which may or may not be entirely with yourself.